You ever watch the day fade, sky shifting colors, and suddenly something inside you goes quiet? Not because of the sunset, but because your soul whispers, "Is this really it? Is this all you're going to accept?" That whisper is truth. Happiness isn't coming to find you. You have to build it. What breaks me is how many people live like passengers, waiting for joy like it's an Amazon package delayed in transit. And when it doesn't show, they point fingers. The job, the past, the circumstances, the unfairness. They look at other people's lives thinking everyone else discovered a secret they somehow missed. But here's the real secret. Happiness isn't luck. It's construction, and you're the builder. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." That's not a pretty quote. It's the blueprint. Joy isn't born from ease. It's shaped in the middle of hard moments, by the choices you make, the meaning you give, the courage you show when everyone else is just trying to survive. Right now, you're standing at a fork in the road. One path keeps you exactly where you are, waiting, hoping, wondering why nothing changes. The other? That's unfamiliar territory. A life where you own your happiness, where it isn't dictated by approval, circumstance, or perfection. And let me be clear, this isn't fake positivity. It's not about pretending everything is fine while you're falling apart. It's about becoming someone strong enough to hold both pain and peace, struggle and hope, joy and difficulty, without breaking. These 10 lessons are your tools. Not shallow hacks, not motivational fluff. Real structures for a life that feels good at the core, stronger when tested, quiet but unshakable, honest but hopeful. Before we build, hit that like button. Drop a comment. I choose to architect my own joy. And stay through every lesson. Don't skip. Your happiness doesn't need a miracle. It needs a decision. And that decision starts now. Design your joy by mastering your inner weather. There's an invisible force shaping your entire experience. Your inner weather. Your emotional climate. Your mental atmosphere. Most people don't even know they're drowning in storms they created. Rumi once wrote, "You're not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop." But instead of acting like the ocean, you react like a puddle. Someone disrespects you, storm. Plans fall apart, thunder. Good news comes sunshine until the next cloud. You're not controlling your climate. You're being controlled by it. Real joy dies when your inner state depends on outer events. That's building your life on sand. One bad moment, and everything collapses. Here's the shift. You can't control the outside world, but you can absolutely control the world inside you. Not by pretending, not by faking positivity, by developing depth, like the ocean floor that stays still even when waves explode on the surface. Practice this today. When something triggers you, pause for 3 seconds. Notice where it hits you: jaw, chest, stomach. Ask, what weather am I creating right now? Choose the climate you want to live in. Not once, not perfectly, but moment by moment. Your joy becomes weatherproof. Not because storms stop, but because you've built shelter within. Say it aloud and claim it. My inner climate is mine to tend. Find joy by reducing unnecessary desires. You're carrying weight you don't even realize, desires that aren't yours. Expectations planted by family, culture, society, ego. Lao Tzu said, "When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you." Look at everything you're chasing. How much of it is truly yours? How much were you conditioned to want? How much are you pursuing simply because you've been pursuing it too long to stop? Most people are running races they never agreed to. They collapse at the finish line only to realize the prize was empty. Why? Because it wasn't their dream. It was someone else's blueprint. Joy grows not through accumulation, but through release. Trees don't cling to dead leaves. They let them fall so energy can return to the roots. Do the same. Let go of desires draining you. Strip away everything artificial, everything borrowed, everything rooted in fear. Ask yourself tonight, what do I want and why do I want it? Follow that why until it hits truth. You'll discover most of your wants are actually substitutes for deeper needs. Worth, love, security, peace. And those aren't things you chase. They're things you cultivate. Try desire fasting. One day, with no wanting, no comparing, no longing. Just being. You'll see how much you already have. How much peace was always available. How wealth is measured not by abundance, but by the smallness of what you need to feel whole. Build happiness through inner strength, not outer control. You're bleeding energy trying to control things that will never belong to you. People, outcomes, timing, life itself. Buddha said, you only lose what you cling to. You control almost nothing outside yourself, but you control everything inside yourself. Most people spend their lives clinging to the 2% they can't control, while ignoring the 98% they can, their attitude, resilience, effort, and growth. Same event. Two people, two different lives. One tries controlling the betrayer. The other focuses on healing, meaning, strength. One remains stuck. The other evolves. Your joy will never survive if it relies on perfect conditions. Let go of control. Pick up responsibility. Invest energy where it pays dividends. In you. That's where an unshakable life is forged. Make the present moment your true home. Your body is here, but your mind is everywhere else. Rewriting the past, fearing the future, mentally escaping the now. Marcus Aurelius said, confine yourself to the present. This moment is the only place where life is actually happening. The only place joy exists. The only place peace lives. But we've been trained to abandon it. You eat meals without tasting them. Walk places without noticing them. Spend time with people while thinking about something else. You're living everywhere except your own life. Presence changes everything. Colors sharpen. Simple things feel magical. Anxiety shrinks because anxiety lives in the future. Regret loosens because regret lives in the past. Joy becomes possible because joy requires presence. Practice coming home. Take 3 conscious breaths. Feel your body. Taste your food. Listen fully. Do one thing at a time. These aren't small moments. They are your life. Come home to it. Cultivate quiet courage. There's a kind of courage that doesn't get applause. No spotlight, no applause, no recognition. But it's the courage that actually builds a joyful life. The courage to try again. To stay open after pain. To admit the truth. To choose hope when cynicism feels smarter. To love when fear says to hide. Seneca wrote, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Real courage is quiet. It's choosing your values even when you're scared. It's taking the next step while your hands shake. It's speaking your truth even when your voice trembles. Every act of courage expands your life. Every act of fear shrinks it. Begin with one small act of bravery each morning. Something uncomfortable, something avoided, something unfinished. Do it before noon. Courage is built through repetition, not inspiration. When you practice it daily, you stop waiting for permission. You stop needing certainty. You stop requiring safety before taking steps. Your life opens. Your strength grows. Your joy deepens. Because joy requires vulnerability. And vulnerability requires courage. Quiet courage. The kind that doesn't shout but transforms you from the inside. Point 6. Pain is not your enemy. Pain arrives uninvited, but it never comes empty-handed. It brings questions. It brings lessons. It brings the truth you were avoiding. With time, you realize that pain doesn't break you. It exposes you. It shows you what still needs healing, what still needs letting go, what still needs strength. And the more you stop running from it, the more it stops controlling you. Pain is not a punishment. It is a message, a doorway, a turning point. Walk through it with courage, and you come out carrying wisdom you could have earned no other way. 7. Not everyone gets a seat in your future. As you grow, your circle doesn't just change, it shrinks. And this shrinking is not loss. It is refinement. People who once fit your life may no longer fit your spirit. Some connections fade quietly. Others break suddenly. But every departure creates space for someone or something better aligned with who you are becoming. You learn to stop forcing people to stay. Some chapters are meant to end. Some characters are meant to exit. Your future requires room, not resentment. Bless the ones who left, even the ones who hurt you. They cleared the path for the people who won't point eight. Your mind is your real home. You can change cities, change jobs, change relationships, but you always take one thing with you, your mind. When your inner world is chaotic, nothing outside brings peace. When your inner world is steady, nothing outside can steal it. So you begin investing in the things no one sees. Quiet mornings, healthier thoughts, better boundaries, deeper breaths, honest conversations with yourself. You understand that peace isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. And the more you clean your inner home, the more life feels like it finally fits. Point 9. Love should not hurt to feel real. In your younger years, you believed intensity was love. You mistook chaos for passion, inconsistency for mystery, and emotional highs and lows for connection. But with time, you learn that real love is not loud, it is steady. Not confusing, but clarifying. Not exhausting, but grounding. Love that drains you isn't love. It's attachment, fear, or habit dressed as devotion. Real love feels like safety. It feels like exhaling. It feels like you can finally stop performing and simply be. 10. You are allowed to start over. There comes a moment when you realize you don't have to stay loyal to an old version of yourself just because it's familiar. You can change your mind. You can choose differently. You can begin again, even if it scares you, even if people don't understand, even if you feel late. Life does not punish you for starting over. It punishes you for staying stuck. Every sunrise whispers the same truth. You're not done yet. Your story is still unfolding, and you hold the pen.